23. Why do we need affinity groups, and what the heck is an affinity group? So when I do workshops, white and black people come together. Maybe we watch a play, right? And then I have people move into racial affinity groups. It can be gender affinity groups, meaning black people go here, white people go here, and all the other people of color people of the global majority can either go to another group or can join the black people. And why? I learned this the hard way. White and black people do not process together. You can learn together, you can take action together, but you do not process your growth, the shift in your identity together. So, why? Because when we talked about racial identity work, when black people go into anger, white people go into shame. And white people have this way of asking black people to fix them. I've seen this. I'm making broad statements. It's not every white people, but there's a definite pattern, And in the meantime, black people want to be left the heck alone. There's a lot of anger. There's ancestral rage that comes out because of enslavement and the cruelty. And sometimes a black person's just going to look at a white person and be like, I cannot stand white people right now. I just saw an act of brutality. Everything is triggered in me. I am not going to coddle your shame and white fragile or whatever. And so you process to calm down, to get to a place where you can be back in your cognitive function and take action together. So that's why we need black and white affinity groups. I learned this the hard way, and I was not going to do the work anymore until I realized what my mistake was. So you learn together, you experience together, you experience a movie or something, you process, you talk about your emotions, you talk about what it meant to you, you talk about your identity and the growth in your identity, you talk about those emotional things, and then you come back together and say, you do a summary, you name things, you do a summary, and then you move on to take action. Find your own affinity group. That is your assignment this week. Find other white people doing this work. If you're black doing this work, find other black people where you can let your head down. Believe it or not, for me, my affinity group are with Nigerians mostly. There are times when I'm just fed up with the American world and I want to go and see the world again through the eyes of my Nigerian community, and I reach out and I go and I'm around them, and I can't be around excuse me, I can't be around my Nigerian community all day long, so I do it, occasionally, and of course I have Nigerian friends. Your compassion piece today is to look at your interdependence. We need each other as human beings, but we all need to be whole. We need to be self-reliant. We need to be well mentally, body, soul, and spirit. And so we need each other to fix these things that morally we're unhappy with and we know is wrong. Okay? So find your affinity group, figure out how you're going to heal, find me, follow my work, track me, hire me, do all of those things. You need it. I do too.